Lin Dunn has had enough, and the reason might shock you. The Indiana Fever's general manager is upset about how Caitlin Clark's fans are acting. So what's really happening here? Is this just another typical day in the WNBA, or is something bigger going on? Caitlin Clark has made a huge impact on the WNBA. Her skills on the court are not only impressive, but also changing the game. She scores an average of 16.3 points, makes 6 assists, and grabs 4.9 rebounds per game. But what's even more interesting is her effect off the court. Game attendance has soared, with 19,333 fans in Los Angeles and 20,333 in Washington. These numbers show that more people are attending games and that the excitement and support for Clark are truly remarkable. With all of Clark's success, you might think everything is going well. But hold on, because things get complicated. Remember when Clark got hip-checked by Chennedy Carter? Or when she tangled with Angel Reese? These are not just regular basketball plays, we're talking about serious physicality. And it's not just happening once or twice, it's becoming a pattern. Clark even said after one of these games, "I feel like I'm getting hammered." Imagine being a rookie, lighting up the league and feeling like you're constantly under attack. Despite the physical nature of the game, Clark continues to excel. She remains strong in her approach, refusing to change her playing style despite the challenges. This has sparked a debate within the WNBA. People are divided on whether her style of play is just tough and competitive, or if it crosses the line into dangerous territory. Players, coaches, and fans are debating what counts as acceptable on-court behavior and where the line is between tough defense and unsafe play. This ongoing discussion is causing a lot of interest and concern within the WNBA community. Don't forget that while the on-court drama is happening, Clark's popularity off the court is skyrocketing. Fans are going crazy for her. They're flocking to her games, buying her jerseys, and constantly talking about her on social media. What's causing this surge in popularity? Is it just her impressive defense? Or are we entering risky territory? The WNBA is buzzing with this discussion, and everyone has an opinion. Some argue that this is just part of the game. Basketball is physically demanding, and to succeed at the professional level, you need to be tough. When you're as good as Caitlin Clark, it's inevitable that you'll attract extra attention from defenders. It can even be seen as a form of flattery. Defenders are essentially saying that you're too good to play against normally. However, the situation becomes more complex when tough defense crosses the line. We're seeing plays that go beyond hard fouls, including hip checks, rough tangles, and hits that look more like hockey than basketball. And it's not an isolated incident, it's happening repeatedly. Every game, it seems Clark is being subjected to increasingly rough treatment. This raises the question, is this really just part of the game, or is there something more going on? Let's consider the perspective of WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. She recently said, "I think everybody's watching Caitlin, so their focus is only on Caitlin. But when you look across other games with other players, it's a physical game." Engelbert's observation highlights the competitive nature of the league. However, it makes us question if there's more to the story. What could happen if this trend continues unchecked? First, there's the risk of injuries. Basketball already requires intense physical exertion, and more physicality only increases this risk. A single misstep, a bad fall, or an awkward twist could end a player's promising career prematurely. Can we afford to take such risks? Moreover, there's the impact on the integrity of the game. If players are constantly worried about getting hurt, are we seeing the best performances on the court? Are fans being deprived of watching these amazing athletes at their peak? And what about the future of the sport? Young athletes watching these rough encounters, what are they learning? Are we telling them that enduring punishment is necessary for success in basketball? Lin Dunn isn't just worried about individual players or teams. She's thinking about the game as a whole. She wants to improve the sport for everyone, not just for Clark, but for every player in the league. What could have made Lin Dunn so determined? Let's look at her powerful statements and understand why she's calling for immediate action. Dunn's passion for cleaning up the game is truly inspiring. She bravely calls out dangerous play and has taken steps by sending game tapes to the league office. Her determination to make a difference is commendable and sets a powerful example for everyone involved in the game. Dunn isn't just fighting for Clark. She's fighting for the future of the WNBA. She's making a strong statement about the importance of protecting star players and setting high standards for the entire league. If we let rough play go unchecked, what message does that send to fans and aspiring athletes? It's about more than one player or team. It's about the integrity of the game and the well-being of future generations of athletes. Dunn is taking a clear stand. Our players must be protected. The game should be fair and safe for everyone on the court, and she's unwavering in her stance. But here's the twist. Dunn's remarks are not only shaking up the league, but also stirring reactions among the fans. Their response might surprise you. Some fans are supporting Dunn, saying it's about time someone spoke out. They're tired of seeing their favorite players taking hard hits and want to see skill, not just physical force, in games. Others are unsure. They argue that physicality has always been part of basketball and adds to its excitement. The basketball community is currently divided. On one side, there's a vocal group led by Dunn, advocating for major changes to the game. On the other side, there are fans who believe the game is fine as it is. The players are caught in the middle, directly affected by every physical encounter on the court. The pressing question now is, will the league listen to Dunn's call for change and review the game's current state? Or will they stick to the status quo and dismiss the need for adjustments? The ongoing controversy isn't going away anytime soon. It's a hot topic of conversation, sparking discussions among coaches, players, and fans alike. It's incredible how the Caitlin Clark effect is not just changing the game on the court, but also having a huge impact on the WNBA off the court. The numbers are amazing. Packed arenas with 19,000 fans in Los Angeles and over 20,000 in Washington. This isn't just a slight increase in attendance. It's entire stadiums coming alive for Clark. But here's the interesting part. This surge in fan interest isn't just about watching a great player. It's changing the whole dynamic of the league. People who've never watched a WNBA game before are suddenly tuning in. They're buying tickets, grabbing jerseys, and constantly talking about Clark on social media. You might think this is all great news, right? Well, it's not that simple. Remember what Lin Dunn was saying about the rough treatment Clark's been getting on the court? That's where things get complicated. With all these new fans comes a new level of pressure. Everyone's eyes are on Clark every time she steps on the court, and that attention isn't just coming from the stands, it's affecting how other players are treating her too. When you've got a player bringing in record crowds and changing the game, how do you defend against her? Some players might be pushing the limits, trying to throw Clark off her game. And with all those fans watching, the intensity keeps increasing. It's not just about the physical play. The fans themselves are a big part of this passionate situation. There are die-hard Clark supporters who believe in her completely, while others think she's getting special treatment. When these two groups clash, things really heat up. The crazy fan frenzy isn't just impacting Clark and the players, it's also pushing the league to the limit. The WNBA is under pressure to manage this unexpected surge in attention while keeping the game fair and ensuring everyone's safety. The league is facing a crucial decision. On one hand, They need to support the growing fan base. They must control the game. How can they achieve this balance? Some suggest stricter rules on rough play, while others advocate for educating new fans about the game. There are also those who argue that the players themselves need to set the tone on the court. Whatever solution they come up with will significantly impact the future of the WNBA. This isn't just about one player or one season. This is about setting the course for women's basketball for years to come. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Share your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.